news on Radio Tambrin, 92.7 FM.
Good afternoon, I'm Clayton Clark. This is the 5 p.m. newscast. In the headlines, local businessmen not happy with service at Customs and Excise, Office of the Prime Minister signs with Shell in The Hague, and internationally, Malaysia orders tons of waste to be sent back to countries of origin. Here are the details. Several small business operators on the island say they are victimized by some officers of the Tobago Customs and Excise Division. Speaking to Radio Tambrin, some operators said since this current batch of Customs and Excise officers took up office on the island in September 2018, several changes have been made to the procedure of clearing goods, which they are describing as unfair. Among the changes are the need to hire a broker, having only 2 days a week to clear goods and 2 hours on those days, and the absence of a computerized system which is slowing the process. They added that with the delay, they are forced to pay storage fees. Another major concern is the attitude displayed by several officers when the businessmen attempt to express their grouses. They describe the attitude as unprofessional and discourteous. They feel that they are treated unfairly and are at the mercy of the officers. The businessmen refuse to give their names for the fear of victimization by the Customs and Excise Division. They told Radio Tambrin they have written to Secretary of Finance and the Economy Joel Jack on the matter. They also wrote the THA minority, whose member Farley Augustine shared the issues with the media. Mr. Augustine said the minority plans to write the Customs and Excise Division to have the concerns addressed.
They say over and over again, been there, done that, don't want to do that no more. Governance is really important in terms of looking at festival management and change. And one of the things we talk about is festivals that are sustained tend to have broad-based partnerships. And the festival also has to align with the values of the people before.
We do apologize for that error. Mr. Augustine was speaking at the minorities press conference yesterday. The Coast Guard cupped the inter-division cooking competition at the Eat Local Campaign Grand Exhibition and Food Fair currently taking place at the Gardenside Car Park. Presenting a dasheen-infused Lansford dumpling, the Coast Guard cooks got the better of Fire Service and the Division of Community Development, Enterprise Development and Labor. The firemen's menu, the Fire Services menu included barbecue rabbit in a mango sauce, while the Division of Community Development presented a dasheen ball with pigeon peas pate and mango sugar cake on their menu. Earlier in the day, Bishop's High School students cupped the secondary school top chef competition. Well, they were presented with their prizes earlier today, and they won this competition for the second straight year. Bishop's finished ahead of Goodwood High, Signal Hill Secondary, and Mason Hall Secondary. Bishop's also cupped the prize for the best use of local ingredients with their preparation of lamb. Signal Hill Secondary walked away with the trophy for the best drink. The theme of the Eat Local campaign is Celebrate Our Local Food, Produce, Promote, Process. The campaign is hosted by the Division of Food Production, Forestry and Fisheries. The exhibition and food fair runs until 8 o'clock this evening. A new energy agreement between Trinidad and Tobago and Shell was signed today at the Energy's company headquarters in The Hague, Netherlands. Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley joined Ben van Beurden, Chief Executive Officer of Royal Dutch Shell, today to witness the signing. The Office of the Prime Minister says the new agreement is a significant milestone for the people of Trinidad and Tobago as it features an enhanced revenue package for the sale of LNG. The parties have agreed to continue their discussions surrounding the development of the energy sector in Trinidad and Tobago. Senator the Honorable Franklin Khan, Minister of Energy and Energy Industries, signed on behalf of the government, while Derek Hudson, Vice President and Country Chair of Shell Trinidad and Tobago, signed on behalf of Shell. The Prime Minister arrived in the Netherlands yesterday. Chairman of the Mayaro Regional Corporation, Mayaro Rio Claro Regional Corporation, Glenn Ram, will not be stepping down from office despite facing bribery charges. Ram, who is also councillor for Bish Chaturuma, made a declaration as he addressed members of the council and supporters at the corporation's statutory meeting on Tuesday. Prior to the meeting, scores of his constituents assembled in front of the corporation with placards declaring their support for him. Last Wednesday, Ram was arrested at the corporation by officers of the Anti-Corruption Investigation Bureau. He appeared in a Port of Spain magistrate court the following day, charged with accepting a bribe and corruptly soliciting a $1,500 bribe from a contractor. He was granted $100,000 bail, and the matter was transferred to the Rio Claro Magistrate Court on June 18th. Growing household indebtedness is one of the key vulnerabilities of the Trinidad and Tobago economy, highlighted by the central bank in its 2018 Financial Stability Report. According to the central bank, this triggers a sluggish economic domestic environment. The report also identifies a sharp fall in government revenues, showing that the loss of corresponding banking relationships was caused by Trinidad and Tobago being unable to keep pace with evolving international standards on money laundering, terrorist financing, and tax transparency. And internationally, Malaysia has ordered several thousand tons of imported plastic waste to be sent back to the countries it came from. The country's government says it has become a dumping ground for wealthier nations, that much of the refuge was imported illegally. Plastic waste imports to Malaysia have tripled within the past 2 years, and that country now wants to ban waste imports. The move comes after a similar ban in China. Environmentalists say the waste will also be sent to poorer countries with weaker environmental regulations. And in news of sports, Blackrock Government and the Tobago District team were winners in the quarterfinal round of the National Primary Schools Netball Competition. Blackrock beat Valencia South Government 18-0 in the quarterfinals earlier today, while the Tobago team edged Northeast 9-4. Both matches took place at the Shaw Park hard courts earlier today. In the shooting competition, Plymouth Anglican took the team title. The semi-finals are set for June 4th and the finals on June 10th, both in Trinidad. And as we go, on behalf of Radio Tambrin, we would like to wish the East Indian community and the nation on the whole happy Indian Arrival Day as you celebrate your day tomorrow. We have come to the end of our newscast. Recapping the headlines: local businessmen not happy with service at Customs and Excise. Office of the Prime Minister signs agreement with Shell at The Hague. And internationally, Malaysia orders tons of waste to be sent back to countries of origin. Thank you for listening. I am Clayton Clark. Stay tuned to Radio Tambrin 92.7 FM.